Welcome students to estimating and costing. In this video, we will discuss about the methods of detailed estimate. In last video, we discussed about the detail estimate, different terms in the detailed estimate and different methodologies of different estimates. So, in this video, we will discuss about the methods of taking out of quantities of the estimate. Uh, so, methods of detailed estimates. There are two methods of detailed estimate: unit quantity method and total quantity method. In unit quantity method, we can prepare quickly and easily, but it requires a record of unit quantity rates for similar structures in same locality with similar specifications. So various departments can maintain unit costs of those works. Other than unit quantity rates, following points are considered during the unit quantity method: price level variation, specifications required, location of site, number of units in the structure, and foundation and soil conditions, etc. This method is used for preparing a preliminary estimates. And total quantity method. In this method, with the help of detailed drawing, total quantity of various items is calculated. Items can be obtained by dividing the whole structure into different components. Now, this total quantity of each item is multiplied with the unit rate of respective items, which can be obtained either from scheduled of rates, or from rate analysis of that item. This is given as estimated cost of that item. On adding amount of required for all items, we get the estimate of whole project. Now, what is the difference between the unit quantity method and total quantity method? In the unit quantity method, the work is divided into various items. In total quantity method, items of work divided into the for five subdivisions, that is material, labor, plant, overheads, and profit, etc. The total quantity of work under each item is taken out in proper unit of measurement in case of unit quantity method. In total quantity method, the total quantity of each kind or class of material or labor are found and multiplied by their individual unit cost. In unit quantity method, the total cost per unit quantity of each item is analyzed and worked out. Similarly, the cost of plant, overhead, expenses and profits are determined in case of total quantity method. Then the total cost for the items is founded by the multiplying the cost per unit quantity of by number of units. In this case, in total quantity method, the cost of all five subheads is summed up to give the estimated cost of the item of work. The methods of detailed estimates are, there are two methods of taking out the quantities of is work: the long wall and short wall method, or this method is also called as PWD work method and centerline method. The dimensions, length, breadth and height or depth are to be taken out from the working drawing or plan and elevation and sections. The junctions of wall, corners and meeting points of walls require special attention in during the taking quantities. For symmetrical footings, which is the usual case, earthwork in excavation, in foundation, or concrete in foundation, brickwork in foundation, and plinth and brickwork in superstructure may be estimated by either of the two methods, that is a long wall and short wall method and a centerline method. So long wall and short wall method, or it is also called as separate wall method, or it is also called as a PWD method, public work department method of taking out the quantities of different items. The wall running in one direction are termed as long wall, and the wall running in transverse direction are called as short walls. The length of long walls are measured or found out to out, and those short walls as in to in. So different quantities are calculated by multiplying the length by the breadth and the height of the wall. So in long wall and short wall method or in PWD method, first we have to prepare the foundation plan showing center line with all dimensions. Those center to center dimensions are taken out by adding half width of each cross wall to inner dimension of the room. Then now divide the walls in two groups in plan. Walls in horizontal direction are called long walls, and walls in vertical direction are called as short walls, and vice versa. It is advisable not to change the grouping of walls to avoid the errors. So, if you take horizontal walls as a long wall, then all horizontal walls will be taken as a long walls. And if you decide to take the vertical walls or walls in vertical direction as a short wall, then all vertical direction walls will be taken as a short walls. So, to measure the length of long wall for an atom by using the formula, length long wall length for an atom is equal to length of center line of long wall plus width of the atom. So for similarly for short wall, in short wall we will take in length. So we have to deduct the width of atom. In long wall we have to add the width of atom. So similarly, short wall length for an atom is equal to length of center line of short wall minus width of atom. So multiplying number, length, breadth and depth to get quantity of an atom. This method is adopted by state PWD. This is also called as long wall and short wall method or separate wall method. So the advantages of long wall and short wall method or PWD method are: this method is simple and accurate. There are no chance of mistake in calculations because we consider each wall separately. The method gives quantities quickly. These are the advantages of long wall and short wall method. Then long wall, again we will revise the long wall length of long wall is equal or out to out length. So is equal to center length plus half breadth of one side wall plus half breadth of other side wall, or center to center length plus one breadth of wall. So or atom. In short wall, it is in to in. So is equal to center length minus one breadth of atom. So these are the formulas of long wall and short wall. Uh, okay. So center line method, second method is center line method. In this method we will calculate prepare a foundation plan of given drawing and write the center line lengths of each wall in it. Okay, find the total length of the center lines of the long wall and short wall having same type of footings. So calculate the number of junctions or cross walls with main or external, noted that corners of building where two walls meet are not taken in junctions, and if two walls meet a wall at the same point taken two at that point. For an atom, calculations of length is done calculation of length is done as below. The length of for an atom is equal to total centerline length minus width of an atom, where n is equal to number of junctions of cross walls with main wall. Okay, so for buildings having different types of walls, each set of walls should be taken separately. So multiplying number, length, breadth and depth to get the quantity of an atom. So here we have to take total center line length minus n into half width of the atom. N is number of junctions. N into half width of atom. Okay. So centerline method, in this method total length of center lines of wall, long and short, has to be found out. This method, the length will remain the same for excavation in foundations. For concrete, in foundations, for all footings and for superstructure with slight difference when there are cross walls or number of junctions. This method is quicker but requires special attention and consideration at the junction and meeting points of the partition or cross walls. So center line for for rectangular, circular, polygon, hexagonal or octagonal etc. building having no inter or cross walls, this method is quite simple. For buildings having cross or partition walls, for every junction, half breadth of the respective atom or footing is to be deducted from the total center line. Thus, in the case of building with one partition wall or cross wall having two junctions, deduct the one breadth of the respective atom of the work from the total center line length. So, advantages of centerline method are it can be used for calculation of quantities of rectangular, circular, and polygonal buildings. And this method is simple and quick, and calculations are easy and less. So let's we will discuss a problem, simple problem, how to calculate the quantities by using long wall, short wall method and centerline method. So estimate in detail the quantities of following items of work for a given plan and section as shown in figure using the centerline method and long wall and short wall method. Concrete in foundation, brickwork in first step in foundation and first class brickwork in superstructure. So this is a plan of a room, single room having dimension 5 meter by 4 meter. Then width of wall, superstructure wall is 0.3 meter, and this is section BB. This is superstructure wall, superstructure having width 0.3 meter. This wall is plinth level, width zero point 0.4 meter. This is PCC foundation having width zero point 0.9 meter. Then second, this is foundation brickwork for foundation first step. Sorry. Okay, first step having width zero point 0.6 meter, second step having width zero point 0.5 meter, and each step have 30 centimeter thickness. So this is simple single room. Okay, so we have to calculate the quantities for concrete in foundation and brickwork in foundation and superstructure. So we will see how we calculation of the estimation of quantity of concrete in foundation. Okay, so to first prepare a centerline plan of foundation having width 0.9 meter. Okay, room length is 5 meter by 4 meter into in. So this line is center line. Okay, this line is center line. Width of the foundation concrete is 0.9 meter. So center to center length of long wall of this wall, sorry, horizontal wall is uh, 5 meter into in plus half width of this side and half width of this side. That means one single width. This is 5 plus zero point 0.3, because 30 centimeter. Zero point 0.3 is width of the wall. So total center line length of the this total room is equal to 5.3 meter this length, and for this 4 meter inside length plus one width of an item, that is zero point 0.3, so 4.3. So total length is equal to 5.3 plus 5 point this 5.3 plus 4.3 plus 4.3. So total length, center line length of this room is 19.2 meter. So width of foundation is 0.9 meter. So total quantity of concrete in foundation is equal to total center line length 19.2 meter into zero point 0.9 meter width into zero point 0.3 meter uh, thickness of the foundation. Okay, so is equal to 20.4 cubic meter is the quantity of concrete for foundation. That means this quantity of this thickness foundation concrete. Okay, this 0.9 meter thickness and sorry, 0.9 meter width and 0.3 meter thickness, 30 centimeter thickness. So let's see similar quantity of concrete in foundation by using long wall and short wall method. So prepare first plan showing the center line length of foundation concrete. So already in center line method we will discuss how the 3.5.3 is here. So this center line length 5 meter, this 5 meter length plus this width plus this width. Okay, so 5 plus this width 0.9. So 5.3 is center line plus this half width plus this half width. The total length is 6.2 meter. Now, this is long wall length. Okay, this is a length of long wall. There are two long walls. This one is and another is this one. Okay, for short wall, length of short wall, the inside length minus center to center length minus one width of an item. So center to center length is here 4.3 minus one width of item is 0.9. So total length of short wall or length of short wall is equal to 3.4. Okay, length of long wall is equal to 5.3 center to center length plus zero point 0.9 single width, plus one width. So zero point 0.9 is equal to 6.2. 6.2 length from this to there. Okay, then length of short wall is equal to center to center length is 4.3. This is short wall, this wall is short wall. 4.3 minus one width of an item. So one width of item is 0.9 meter. So 4.3 minus 0.9 is equal to 3.4. So total quantity of concrete in foundation is equal to two long walls and two short walls. So is here 2. So long wall length is 6.2 plus short wall length is 3.4 into width of an item into thickness of an item is equal to 5.184 cubic meter. Okay. So estimation of quantity of brickwork in first step foundation. Okay, first step foundation is this. This one is first step foundation having a width 0.6 and thickness point 0.3 30 centimeter. Okay, so prepare the plan, center line plan first. Center line length is the 5.3 plus 4.3 plus 5.3 plus 4.3. So total center line length is equal to 5.3 plus 5.3 plus 4.3 plus 4.3 is equal to 19.2. So width of foundation is equal to zero point 0.6. The total quantity of brickwork in first step foundation is equal to 19.2 into zero point 0.9 into zero point 0.3 cubic meter. Okay. Similarly, we will calculate the long wall by using method long wall and short wall. So length of long wall is equal to center length 5.3 plus one width of an atom, one width of an atom. Okay. So length of long wall is equal to 5.3 plus zero point 0.6 is equal to 5.9, and length of short wall is equal to center length minus one width of an atom. So 4.3 is center to center length of short wall minus zero point 0.6 is equal to 3.7 meter. So quantity of brickwork in first step foundation is equal to two long walls plus two short walls. Okay, into zero point 0.6 into zero point 0.3 cubic meter. Okay, then estimation of quantity of brickwork in superstructure. So first prepare plan of superstructure, centerline plan of superstructure wall. Superstructure wall having a width 0.3 meter. Okay, center to center length of long wall is 5.3, short wall is 4.3. So total center line length of center line is equal to 5.3 plus 5 point this 5.3 plus 4.3 plus this 4.3 is equal to 19.2. So width of wall is 0.3 meter. So total quantity of brickwork in wall is equal to 19.2 into 3.5. Okay, 19.2 is center line length, total center line length 3.5 into zero point 0.3 cubic meter. 3.5 is nothing but height of the superstructure wall. Okay, 3.5 here. Okay, 3.5 is height of the superstructure wall from plinth level to uh, from this plinth level to roof level. Okay, 3.5 is height of the wall. Okay, then using estimation of quantity of brickwork in superstructure using short wall, long wall and short wall method. So length of long wall is equal to center length 5.3 plus 1 width of an atom. 5.3 plus zero point 0.3 is equal to 5.6 here. Okay, length of short wall is equal to center length minus 1 width of atom. So 4.3 minus zero point 0.3 is equal to 4 meter. So quantity of brickwork in wall is equal to 5.6, two walls of length 5.6 and two walls of length 4. So two short long walls and two short walls. Okay, into width of an atom into height 3.5 meter. This quantity is in cubic meter. Okay, so let's we will just add another single room, so to increase the complexity of the problem. So estimate in detail the quantities of following items of work for a given plan and section as shown in figure 2 using centerline method and long wall and short wall method. Similar problem is there, only same type size room is attached to that particular room. Okay, there are two rooms for 5 meter by 4 meter, this again 5 meter by 4 meter, same section is same. Okay, uh, superstructure wall is 0.3 meter, plinth wall having width 0.4 meter, concrete having width 0.9 meter and thickness 0.3 meter. Then foundation brickwork in foundation first step 0.6 meter width and thickness is 3.3. Second step is 0.5 meter and thickness is 0.3. Okay, so there are two rooms. So just prepare center line plan like this. Okay, see, this is first one room, this is second room, and there is intermediate wall. So total center line length is equal to four walls of 5.3. This wall, this length 5.3, this length 5.3, again this length 5.3 and this length 5.3. So 4 into 5.3 plus this transverse walls in transverse direction 4.3, this 4.3, this 4.3 and this 4.3. So 3 into 4.3, 1, 2 and 3. 3 walls of 4.3 meter length is equal to 34.1. Okay, minus 0.9, because here, see here, at the junction, at the junction this area is repeated. Okay, this area is a repeated area. Already we take this area or this quantity in this wall and in this wall, and again for this wall this quantity is repeated, so we have to deduct this quantity. For that, total center line length minus n into half width of the length. Here n is number of junctions. Number of junctions are 2. So 2 into half into width of the atom. So 2 to get cancelled, only width of an atom is here, 0.9. So total centerline length is equal to 33.2 meter. So width of an foundation is 0.9 meter. Okay, total quantity of concrete in foundation is equal to total centerline length into 0.9 width into 0.3 cubic meter, 0.3 thickness of the foundation. So the total quantity is in cubic meter. Okay, similarly for long wall short wall method, first prepare the center line plan and calculate the length of long wall. Length of long wall is equal to 5.3 plus 5.3 plus 1 width of an atom is equal to 11.5. For short wall, 4.3 minus 1 width of an atom, so 3.4. So total length of long wall is equal to 5.3 plus 5.3, 5.3 plus 5.3 plus 0.9 width of an atom is equal to 11.5 meter. So length of short wall is equal to 4.3 minus 0.9, width of an atom, so is equal to 3.4. So quantity of concrete in foundation is equal to 2 long walls, 2 into 11.5 plus 3 short walls, so 3 into 3.4, 3.4, 3.4 into width of an atom 0.9 into thickness of an atom 0.3. So total quantity is in cubic meter. Okay, so these are the two methods. We will take sample simple problems. So please refer this book, BN Datta, estimating and costing in civil engineering, and these are some websites. Okay, thank you.